My name is LaToya. I have 3 beautiful children. When I had my first daughter, Lamaya, I knew that education was very important. Getting a quality education, graduating from high school, and possibly going on to college was something that could change the trajectory of my daughter's life. And I knew the powers of advocacy, but it was not anything that I saw myself getting involved in. But when I attended that meeting that Ashley Thomas invited me to, that very first meeting, and she had let us know at John Marshall, it was a middle and high school at the time, that 97% of the, I believe, 7th and 8th graders were failing the math and ELA portion of testing that year. And for me, 97% is all of the kids. How does a whole group of kids fail, between the school and their parents at home? How does this happen? And to me, it was more than just number. These are children growing up on the Far East Side that struggle with like poverty and crime and like trauma and like all of the things. So it's more than just a number, a statistic. These were children and families that were being failed. So when I heard that number, it really tugged at my heart. And then a little bit shortly after that, I attended a meeting at my daughter's school, and they were talking about statistics and numbers of kindergartners that were being suspended and expelled from school. And I literally, in that meeting, I began to cry. Schools should not be able to continue to fail and still operate. They need a system in place to drive the change that we really want to see, to make sure that these babies are getting a phenomenal education. So accountability is huge, and advocating, parents lifting up their voice and community members lifting up their voice for the things that they would like to see in the schools in their community is huge. So, that accountability is one of the biggest pieces, because they need to have systems in place to make sure if the school is failing, there are some policies and procedures internally that will turn that narrative around, and schools won't just continue to fail these babies.